Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopeshu Gopika Kantya Radha Kanta Namaste Taptakantana Gauraki Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Bhagavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhasya Vipashandabhayasya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Introduction to Gita Upanishad by A.C. Bhakthivedanta Swami, the author of Bhagavatam, Easy Journey to Other Planets, editor of Back to Godhead, etc. Bhagavad Gita is known also Gita Upanishad, the essence of Vedic knowledge and one of the most important of the various Upanishads in Vedic literature. This Bhagavad Gita, there are many commentations in English, and what is the necessity of another English commentation of the Bhagavad Gita can be explained in the following way. One, one American lady Mrs. Charlotte Devlin asked me to recommend an English edition of Bhagavad Gita which he can read. Of course, in America there are so many editions of English Bhagavad Gita, but so far I have seen that not only in America but also India. None of them can be said strictly as authoritative because almost every one of them have expressed their own opinion through the commentation of the Bhagavad Gita without touching the spirit of Bhagavad Gita as it is. The spirit of Bhagavad Gita is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita itself. It is just like this. If we want to take a particular medicine, then we have to follow the particular direction mentioned on the label of the medicine. We cannot take the particular medicine according to our own direction or by the direction of a friend. But we have to take the medicine under the direction in on the label of the bottle and as directed by the physician. Evidently, the Bhagavad Gita also should be taken or accepted as it is directed by the speaker himself. The speaker of the Bhagavad Gita is Lord Sri Krishna. He is mentioned in every page of the Bhagavad Gita as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavat. Of course, Bhagavan is sometimes designated to any powerful person or any powerful demigod. But here, Bhagavan is certainly designated to Sri Krishna, a great personality. But at the same time, we must know that Lord Sri Krishna, as is confirmed by all the acharyas, I mean to say, even Shankaracharya, Ramanujarya, Madhyacharya, Nimbadra Swami, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and many others in India, there were many authoritative scholars and acharyas, authorities of the Vedic knowledge, all of them, including Shankaracharya, has accepted Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God. The Lord Himself has also established Himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the Bhagavad Gita is accepted so in the Brahma Samhita and all Puranas, especially in the Bhagavat Purana, Krishnastu Bhagavan himself. Therefore, we should take Bhagavad Gita as it is directed by the personality of Godhead himself. So, in the fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, Imam vivassati yugam pratyaman aham abhay vivasyan manave pra maru rikha kavet ravi evam parampara praptam imam rajan sayo viduhu sakale neha mahata yoganasta parantam Swayavayam maya te adhya yoga prakta puratana bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasam cheta uttam. The idea is, the Lord said to Arjuna that this yoga, this system of yoga, Bhagavad Gita, was first spoken by me to the Sun God. And the Sun God explained to Manu. Manu explained to Ikadu. And in that way, by disciplic succession, one after another, this yoga system is coming, and in course of time, this system is now lost, and therefore I am speaking to you the very same yoga system again, the very same old yoga system of Bhagavad Gita or Gita Upanishad. Because you are my devotee and you are my friend. Therefore, it is possible for you only to understand. Now the purpose is that Bhagavad Gita is a treatise which is specially meant for the devotee of the Lord. There are three classes of transcendentalists, namely the Jnani, the Yogi, and the Bhakta, or the impersonalist, or the meditator, or the devotee. So here it is clearly mentioned. The Lord says to Arjuna that I am speaking, or I am making you the first man of the parampara, because the old parampara or disciple succession is now broken. Therefore, I wish to establish again another parampara in the same line of thought as it was coming down from the Sun God to others. So you take it and you distribute it, or the system, the yoga system of Bhagavad Gita may now be distributed through you. You become the authority of understanding mentioned that Bhagavad Gita is especially instructed to Arjuna, the devotee of Lord, the direct student of Krishna, and not only that, he is intimately in touch with Krishna as friend. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is understood by a person who has similar qualities like Krishna. That means he must be a devotee, he must be a relation, direct relationship with the Lord. As soon as one becomes a devotee of the Lord, he has a direct relationship also with the Lord. That is a subject matter, very long, but briefly it can be stated that a devotee is in relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead in 5 ways. One may be a devotee in a passive state, one may be a devotee in active state, one may be a devotee as a friend, one may be a devotee as parent, and one may be a devotee as conjugal lover. So Arjuna was a devotee in relationship with the Lord as a friend. The Lord can become a friend. Of course, this friendship and the conception of friendship which we have got in the mundane world, there is a gulf of difference. This is transcendental friendship which not that everyone will have the relationship with the Lord. Everyone has got a particular relationship with the Lord, and that particular relationship is evoked by the perfection of devotional service. At the present status of our life, we have not only forgotten the Supreme Lord, but also we have forgotten our eternal relationship with the Lord. Every living being, out of many, many millions and billions of living beings, each and every living being has got a particular relationship with the Lord eternally. That is called Sarup. Sarup. And by the process of devotional service, one can revive that Sarup of oneself. And that stage is called Sarup Siddhi, perfection of one's constitutional position. So, Arjuna was a devotee, and he was in touch with the Supreme Lord, a friendship. Now, this Bhagavad Gita was explained to Arjuna, and how Arjuna accepted it. That should also be known. How Arjuna accepted the Bhagavad Gita is mentioned in the 10th chapter, just like Arjuna Uvacha, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusam Sastatam, Divyam Adi Deva Ayam Agustyam Rishaya Sarve Devarasi Naradastha Osita Devala Vyasa Sayancheva Brahmisi Sarvameta Ritanamane Jat Manavadasi Kesava Nahi Te Bhagavan Bhakti Vidudeva Nadanava. Arjuna says, after hearing Bhagavad Gita from the famous man of Bhagavat, he accepts Krishna as Param Brahma, the Supreme Brahma. Brahma, every living being is Brahma. But the Supreme Living or the Supreme Personality of God is the Supreme Brahma or Supreme Living. Paramdhama. Paramdhama means he is the supreme rest of everything. And Pavitra. Pavitra means he is pure from material contamination and is at least a Purusha. Purusha is the supreme enjoyer. Sasatam. Sasatam means from very beginning, with the first person, Diva, transcendent, Deva, the Supreme Personality of God, Ayam, never born, we know, the greatest. Now, one may doubt that because Krishna was the friend of Arjuna, therefore he might say all these things to his own friend. But Arjuna, just to drive out this kind of doubt in the mind of the readers of the Gita, he establishes his proposition by the authorities. He says that Lord Sri Krishna is accepted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead not only by himself, Arjuna, but he is so accepted by authorities like Narada, Asita, Deva, Vyasa. These personalities are great personalities in distributing the Vedic knowledge, accepted by all acharyas. Therefore, Arjuna says that whatever you have spoken so far to me, I accept them as completely perfect. Sarvameta Vitanamanne. I check it, I believe it, that whatever you have spoken, they are all right. And your personality of God is very difficult to understand. And therefore, he cannot be known by even the demigods. He cannot be known even by the demigods. That means the Supreme Personality Godhead cannot be known even by greater personalities than the human being. And how a human being can understand Sri Krishna, who is Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, at least theoretically, on the statement of Bhagavad Gita, or on the statement assertion of Arjuna, the person who is trying to understand the Bhagavad Gita, we should accept Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then with that submissive spirit, unless one receives this Bhagavad Gita in a submissive spirit and oral reception, it is very difficult to understand Bhagavad Gita because it is a great mystery. So, in this Bhagavad Gita, we may survey what is this Bhagavad Gita. This Bhagavad Gita is meant for delivering persons from the missiles of this material existence. Every man is in difficulty in so many ways, and as Arjuna also was in difficulty in the matter of fighting the battle of Kurukshetra, and as such he surrendered unto Sri Krishna, and therefore this Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Similarly, not only Arjuna, but every one of us is always full of anxieties due to this material existence. Asagraha, it is our existence is in the environment or atmosphere of non-existence. But actually, we are not non-existent. Our existence is eternal. But somewhere or other, we are put into this asat. Asat means which does not exist. Now, out of so many human beings who are actually inquiring about his position as to what he is, why he is put into this awkward position of suffering. Unless one is acting to this position, that why I am suffering, I do not want all these sufferings. I have tried to make a solution out of all these sufferings, but I have failed. Unless one is in that position, then he is not to be considered a perfect human being. Humanity begins when this sort of inquiries are awakened in one's mind. In the Brahma Sutra, this inquiry is called Brahma Jignasa. Adago Brahma Jignasa. And every activity of a human being is to be considered a failure without having this inquiry in his mind. So, persons who have awakened this inquiry into his mind as to what I am, why I am suffering, where from I have come, or where I shall go after death. When these inquiries come and happen in the personality of God. Such a person, as the ideal person was Arjuna. So, Lord Krishna, he descends Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Jnani, to establish the real purpose of life. When man forgets the real purpose of life, the mission of human form of life, then it is called Dharmasya Jnani, the disturbance of the occupation of human being. So, in that circumstances, out of many human beings who haven't one who has the spirit of understanding the position for him, this Bhagavat Gita is spoken. We are just like swallowed by the tiredness of these eyes. And Lord being causelessly merciful of all living entities, especially for the living being, he spoke Bhagavad Gita, making his friend Arjuna as the student. Arjuna was certainly being an associate of Lord Krishna. He was above all ignorance, but still when Arjuna was put into ignorance in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, just to question about the problems of life with the Supreme Lord, so that the Lord can explain them for the benefit of future generation of human beings to chop out the plan of his life and act in that way, so that his life, his vision of human life can be perfect. So in this Bhagavad Gita, the subject matter is comprehending 5 different truths. And first truth is what is God? It is the preliminary study of the science of God. So, that science of God is explained. Next, the constitutional position of the living entities, Jiva. Ishara and Jiva. The Lord, the Supreme Lord, is called Ishara. Ishara means controller. And Jiva, the living entities. And the Jiva, the living entities, they are not Ishara or the controller. They are controlled. Artificially, if I say that I am not controlled, I am free, this is not the sign of a sane man. A living being is controlled in every respect. At least in his conditioned life, he is controlled. So, in this Bhagavad Gita, the subject matter comprehends about the Ishara, the supreme controller, and about the controlled living entities, and Prakriti, the nature, the material nature, the eternal time and karma. Karma means action. Everything, the whole universe, whole manifestation, cosmic manifestation is full of different activities. Living beings, especially, they are all engaged in different activities. So we have to study from the Bhagavad Gita. Isha, what is God? Jiva, what are these living entities? And Prakriti, what is this cosmic manifestation? And how it is controlled by time? And what are these activities? Now, out of these 5 subject matter, in the Bhagavad Gita, it is established that the Supreme Godhead of Krishna, or Brahma, or Paramatma, we may call whatever we like, but the Supreme Controller, there is a Supreme Controller. So, the Supreme Controller is the greatest of all. And the living beings, they are in quality like the Supreme Controller. Just like the Supreme Controller, the Lord, he has control over the universal affairs, over the material nature. How it will explain in the later chapters of Bhagavad Gita that this material nature is not independent. She is acting under the direction of the Supreme Lord. Maya Bhakthivedanta Prakriti Swati Sacha. This material nature is working under my direction. Maya Bhakthivedanta, under my superintendence. So, we are mistaken when we see wonderful things happening in the cosmic nature. We should know that behind these wonderful manifestations, there is a control. Nothing can be manifested without being controlled. It is childish to not to consider about the controller. Just like a very nice motor car with very good speed and very good engineering arrangement is running on this street. A child may think that how this motor car is running without the help of any horn or any cooling agent. But the same man or an elderly person, he knows that in spite of all engineering arrangements in the motor car, without the driver, it cannot move. That engineering arrangement of a motor or an electric powerhouse, now at the present moment it is the day of machinery. But we should always know that behind the machinery, behind the wonderful working of the machinery, there is a drive. So the Supreme Lord is the driver of Daksha. He is the Supreme Personality, under whose direction everything is working. Now, these jiva, or the living entities, They are parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. Bhagavat Jiva. Ansa means parts and parcels. Now, as the particle of gold is also particle, a drop of water of the ocean is also salty. Similarly, we, the living entities, being part and parcels of the Supreme Controller, Ishvara, Bhagavan, or Lord Sri Krishna, we have got qualitatively all the qualities of the Supreme Lord in mind. Because we are minute issue, subordinate issue. We are also trying to control. We are just trying to control over the nature, the present day. We are trying to control over the space. And we are trying to plot imitation planets. So this tendency of controlling or creating is there because partially we have got the controlling tendency. But we should know that this tendency is not sufficient. We have the tendency of controlling over the material nature, lording it over the material nature. But we are not the supreme control. That thing is explained in the Bhagavat Gita. Then, what is this material nature? The nature is also explained. The nature, material nature, is explained in the Bhagavad Gita as inferior prakriti and the living entity are explained as the superior prakriti. Prakriti means which is control, which is under prakriti. Real meaning of prakriti is a woman or a female. That's why a husband controls the activities of his wife. Similarly, the prakriti is also a subordinate, predominant. The Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the predominator, and his prakriti, both the living entities and the material nature, they are different prakritis or predominated, controlled by the Supreme. So, according to Bhagavad Gita, the living entities, although they are parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord, they are taken as prakriti. It is clearly mentioned in the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Yes, aparayam itasu vidhi apara. This material nature is apara. Yes, itasu, and beyond this, there is another prakriti. And what is that prakriti? Jiva Bhuta. So, this prakriti, the constitution of this prakriti is constituted by 3 qualities. The mode of goodness, the mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. And about these modes, 3 different kinds of modes: goodness, passion, and I would say ignorance. There is eternal time view of this eternal time, there are activities. There are activities which is called karma. These activities are being done from time immemorial, and we are suffering or enjoying the fruits of our activities. Just like in the present life also, we enjoy the activities, the fruits of our activities. Suppose I am a businessman and I have worked very hard with intelligence, and I have amassed a vast amount of bank balance. And now I am the enjoyer. Similarly, suppose I started my business with a vast amount of money, but I failed to make it successful. I lost all the money. So I am suffering. In every field of life, we enjoy the result of our work. This is called karma. So, these things, Ishara, Jiva, Prakriti, are the Supreme Lord, are the living entity, the material nature, the eternal time, and our different activities. These things are explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Now, out of these five, the Lord, the living entities, and the material nature, and time, these four items are eternal. Now, manifestation of Prakriti may be temporary, but it is not false. Some philosophers say that this manifestation of material nature is false. But according to the philosophy of Bhagavat Gita, or according to the philosophy of the they do not accept the manifestation of the world as false. They accept that the manifestation is real, but it is temporary. It is just like a cloud takes place in the sky, and the rainy season begins, and after the rainy season, there are so many new green vegetation all over the field we can see. And as soon as the rainy season is finished, and then the cloud is vanquished, generally, gradually, all this vegetation dry up, and again the land becomes barren. Similarly, this material manifestation takes place at a certain interval. We will understand it, we will know it from the pages of the Bhagavad Gita. Buddha Buddha Praniyate. These manifestations becomes magnificent at a certain interval, and again it disappears. That is the word. But it is one thing eternal, that Prakriti is eternal, it is not false. Because the Lord has accepted my aparaya, udastu vidhime prakriti, vinna prakriti, apara prakriti. This material nature is a separated energy of the Supreme Lord, and the living entity, they are also energy of the Supreme Lord, but they are not separated. They are eternally related. So, the Lord, the living entity, the other item, karma, is not eternal. The effects of karma or activity may be very oh, we are suffering or enjoying the results of our activities from a time immemorial, but still we can change the result of our karma or activity. That will depend on our perfect knowledge. We are engaged in various activities, undoubtedly, but we do not know what sort of activities we shall adopt that will give us relief from the actions and reactions of all activities. That is also explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Now, the position of Ishvara is the supreme concept. Position of Ishvara, the supreme God, is supreme concept. And the jivas or the living entities, being parts and parcels of the supreme God, is also conscious. Living entity is also conscious. The living entity is explained as prakriti, energy, and the material nature is also explained as prakriti. But amongst the two, one prakriti, the jivas, they are conscious, the other prakriti is not conscious. That is the difference. Therefore, the jiva prakriti is called superior because the jiva has consciousness and similar to the Lord. The Lord is supreme consciousness. One should not claim that he, a jiva, a living entity, is also supremely conscious. No. A living being cannot be supremely conscious at any stage of his perfect. This is a misleading view. This is misleading view. But he is conscious, that's all. But he is not supreme conscious. The supreme conscious, it will be explained in the Bhagavad Gita in the chapter where the distinction between the jiva and Ishvara is explained. Khetra, Khetragya. This Khetragya has been explained that the Lord is also Khetragya or conscious, and the jivas or the living beings, they are also conscious. But the difference is that a living being is conscious within his limited body, but the Lord is conscious of all bodies. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Nityeswara. The Lord lives within the core of heart in every living being. Therefore, he is conscious of the psychic movements, activities of the life, of the particular jiva. We should not forget, it is also explained that the Paramatma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is living in everyone's heart, and Isha is controlling. And he is giving direction. He is giving direction. Sarvasya chaham hridi sanjitya. Everyone's heart, he is situated, and he gives direction that as Bhutta, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala and Karma. These four items are eternal, whereas the karma, the item known as karma, that is not eternal. Now, the conscious Ishvara, the supreme conscious Ishvara, and the difference between the supreme conscious Ishvara, the Lord, and the living being is, in the present circumstances, is like this. Consciousness of the form of the love and the living entities. This consciousness is transcendent. It is not that this consciousness is generated by the association of this magic. That is the mistake. And the theory that consciousness develops under certain circumstances of material combination is not accepted in the Bhagavad Gita. Consciousness may be perfectly reflected by the conqueror of material circumstances, just like light reflected through colored glass may see according to the color. Similarly, the consciousness of Lord, it is not materially affected. The Supreme Lord, just like Krishna, when he says that Maya Bhakthena Prakriti, when he descends in this material world, his consciousness is not materially affected. Had his consciousness been materially affected, he was unfit to speak about transcendental subject matter in the Bhagavad Gita. One cannot say anything about the transcendental world without being free from the materially contaminated consciousness. So, the Lord was not materially contaminated. But our consciousness at the present moment is materially contaminated. So, whole thing, as the Bhagavad Gita teaches, we have to unify the material and contaminated consciousness. And in the pure consciousness, the actions will be done. And that will make us happy. We cannot stop. We cannot stop our activities. The activities have to be purified. And these purified activities are called bhakti. Bhakti means they are here also, just like ordinary activity, but they are not contaminated activities. They are purified activities. So, an ignorant person may see that a devotee is working like an ordinary man, but a person with full fund of knowledge, he does not know that the activities of the devotee or the activities of the Lord, they are not contaminated by the impure consciousness. consciousness is executed under the impression that I am one of the product of this material nature. That is called false ego. The whole material activities, the sattva buddhi kunapeti asti, the sattva buddhi kunapeti asti. One who is absorbed in the thought of bodily conception. Now the whole Bhagavad Gita was explained by the Lord because Arjuna represented himself with bodily conception. So one has to get free from the bodily conception of life. That is the preliminary activity for a transcendental text. Who wants to break free, who wants to be liberated, he has to learn first of all that he is not this material body. So this consciousness, material consciousness, when we are freed from this material consciousness, that is called mukti. Mukti, or liberation, means to become free from material consciousness. And the Srimad Bhagavat also, the definition of liberation is said mukti hitva natharupam sarupena avastiti. Sarupena avastiti. Mukti means liberation from the contaminated consciousness of this material world and to become situated in pure consciousness. And the whole instruction of Bhagavad Gita is targeted to awaken that pure consciousness. We will find in the last stage of the instruction of Bhagavad Gita that Krishna is asking Arjuna whether he is now in purified consciousness, whether he was in purified consciousness. Purified consciousness is to act according to the direction of God. That is purified. This is the whole sum and substance of purified consciousness. Consciousness is already there, but because we are part and parcels, that's what we are affected. There is affinity of being affected by the material modes. But the Lord being supreme, He is never affected. He is never affected. That is the difference between the Lord and the supreme God. And now this consciousness is, what is this consciousness? This consciousness is that I am, what I am. When in contaminated consciousness, this I am means that I am the Lord of all else. This is impure consciousness. And I am the enjoyer. The whole material world is moving, that every living being is thinking that I am the Lord and I am the creator of this material world. The consciousness has got two psychic movements or two psychic divisions. One is that I am the creator and the other is I am the enjoyer. So, the Supreme Lord is actually the creator and He is actually the the living entities, being part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, is not actually the creator or the enjoyer, but he is a cooperator. Just like the whole machine, the part of the machine is a cooperator, is a cooperator. Or if we can study just the constitution of our body. Now, in the body, there are hands, there are legs, there are eyes, and all these instruments working. But all these parts and parcels of the body, they are not enjoyer. The stomach is the enjoyer. The leg is moving from one place to another. The hand is collecting. The hand is preparing foodstuff. And the teeth is chewing. And everything, all parts of body are engaged in satisfying the stomach. Because the stomach is the principal fact within the organization of this body. And everything should be given to the stomach. Pranopaharat chidatindriyana. Just like you can see a tree green by pouring water in the root, or you can become healthy. And the parts of the body, hand, leg, the eye, the ear, the finger, everything, kids in the stage when the parts of the body cooperate with the stuff. Similarly, the Supreme Living Being, the Lord, He is the enjoyer. He is the enjoyer. And He is the creator. And we, subordinate living beings, or the products of the energy of the Supreme Lord, we are just to cooperate with Him. That cooperation will help. Just for example, a good foodstuff taken by the fingers, and with the finger, and think that why should we give it to the stomach? Let us enjoy. That is a mistake. The fingers are unable to